Asian Pacific. Around that part of the world, over maybe there are about 1 billion people in that place. So this office here caters to all of those people within that region, and then they're trying to help them to market Crowd1 properly within the region. We also have another office in Stockholm, Sweden. This office is a management office. In this office, we have our live studio where we have our live events, our monthly live events. If you're a member of Crowd1, I'm sure you'd have seen some of these events before, really, really spectacular events that we have there. And then they also manage every other thing that the members need to be aware of and all of that. Then we also have our head office now. The head office of Crowd1 is actually in Spain. We have Impact, the head office of Crowd1, yes, is in Madrid, Spain. And that's where, most of the big operations and everything goes on. So these offices, however, rather this particular office is not one that you could maybe just walk into. It's like based on a reservation, or you have to schedule your trip to be able to go to this office to see what's going on. We also have another office in Malaga, Spain, and a marketing office in London, England. Now we have some upcoming offices, one in Colombia, Bogota, Rio, Brazil, Lagos, Nigeria, Hong Kong, China, and in Kenya. Now these offices, the reason why they're trying to establish these offices in these regions is because the membership of Crowd1 has really been growing in these parts of the world, especially here in Nigeria. It's really, really tremendous what's going on in this country, because sometimes you might just maybe want to talk to somebody about the company, and maybe they've already heard about it before, or they've even been registered. So because of this, Crowd1 is trying to support the movement here by bringing an office so that it's closer to everybody. And I can assure you, you can rest assured that the moment this office comes to Lagos, Nigeria, it's going to blow the business out of the waters completely. You won't even know what hits you, and everything is just going to keep multiplying exponentially, okay? So moving forward, like I mentioned before, at the heart of the company, we sell educational packages. So first off, you can register for free, but in order to enjoy all the benefits that come with the company, you need to purchase your educational package. Now the educational packages range from the white pack, the black pack, the gold, and then the titanium. The white pack costs 99 euros. The black pack costs 299 euros. The gold pack costs 799 euros, and the titanium costs 2,499 euros. Okay, so the white pack comes with a bronze educational pack. Like I said before, these educational packages teach you how to to grow your wealth, and also to grow your knowledge, because they teach you a lot about different aspects of life, going into business, investing, and a bunch of other things. Okay, so now this 99 euros here is simply 45,000 naira in naira, obviously. Okay, and then we have the 299 euros. This is 135,000 naira. Pardon my writing. Yeah, and it's the silver package. Okay, I've skipped to mention the white package comes with 50 Crowd1 rewards. Now the Crowd1 rewards is our loyalty system, is a point system, so that the company gives graciously to its members. So the moment you become a member of Crowd1, maybe you pay for the white package, you get given 50 Crowd1 rewards. Now the Crowd1 rewards is what helps you to be able to partake in the quarterly payouts that Crowd1 makes. And you'll be hearing more about these quarterly payouts when it's time to discuss the bonus, the compensation plan. Okay, so we have here 135K, and it comes with 150 Crowd1 rewards. And this is a combination of the bronze educational pack and also the silver educational pack. So as you continue to grow in the company, what happens is maybe you upgrade your package, you now get what you had before in your educational pack on the lower pack that you were with. For instance, you upgrade from white to black, you get the bronze educational pack and the silver educational pack. Then here, the 799 euros for the gold pack simply is 360,000 naira for the educational pack here, and it consists of bronze, silver, and gold educational packages. Okay, so this also comes with its own number of Crowd1 rewards. It comes with approximately, I think, yes, 500, exactly. 500 Crowd1 rewards. And the titanium package in South Africa is called, I honestly don't know what that means, but it sounds like such a heavy word. But yeah, it contains the bronze educational pack, the silver educational pack, the gold educational pack, and then the platinum educational pack. And this costs 1,125,000 naira. So that's like 1.2 million naira. And if you register, the beauty about this now is you can start from whichever package it is you choose. Okay. So for instance, now maybe you are comfortable getting the white educational pack. So you get the white educational pack, and then you can also upgrade your package subsequently. And you can do this by once you begin to grow your network, and or you can use the money that you are making to be able to upgrade your package from either gold, black to titanium. Some of us here, we started on the white pack, but we've been upgrading our packages ever since we joined. And the beauty of this as well is that it's just a one-time payment for your educational pack. After you pay this one, you don't need to pay any monthly fees or any other form of like subscription or anything, okay? Moving on, how does Crowd1 make its money? Now, this is exactly how it plays out. When you become a member of Crowd1, okay, you become a member of Crowd1, you are given a particular unique link or a portal in your back office where you can make use of the products that Crowd1 has, that Crowd1 is marketing for the third-party companies. So now you're a member of Crowd1, and then you look in your back office, you have access to all the products there. So you can either play or recommend these products to other people. So when you play any of the products, maybe when I say playing, I'm talking about either the gambling or then the gaming products that they have. You play these, and then the profit trickles back into the general network pools. I'm going to explain this shortly. So this is the way, it's simply the way it works. Members of Crowd1 now gets access to products and services offered by third-party companies. Okay, so when the members of Crowd1 take part in these companies, products, obviously profits are made. Okay, so when the profits are made, it goes back to the general Crowd1 pool. So what happens is 50% of the profits made is given to Crowd1, and then the other 50 goes back to the product providers. Okay, so what happens is out of the 50% that Crowd1 makes, it keeps 20% for the running cost of the company, and then it gives 80% back to its members. So 80% is shared in a very nice way, and you'll be seeing that in subsequent slides when it's time to discuss the compensation plan properly. Okay, so now a particular percentage, a particular percentage of the partner company's earnings is sent to the affiliate partners as commission. Affiliate partners here simply means the members of Crowd1 who are either playing or recommending the products to other people to make use of. Yeah. So like I said before, Crowd1 makes its money when the members make use of the products and services on the platform, and then a particular percentage of it trickles back to the membership pool. Crowd1 makes its money, and then members also get a cut of the money that is made. Here we have a breakdown of how the travel services and products are, compensation from the travel products and services are made. For instance, I become a member of Crowd1 today, and I begin to grow my network, and then somebody amongst my personally sponsored people maybe books a flight or a hotel. So what happens is I get 15% of the profits that the company makes in form of customer sales bonus. Okay, and then if I also make a purchase within that particular quarter, what's going to happen is I become eligible to be part of this active user pool that is paid out on a quarterly basis. Now, the customer sales bonus is paid out on a monthly basis. Then active user pool, that means you've maybe used one of the products, either travel or gaming. You make use of that product. Somebody in your downline also makes use of this product. So it simply means that you both will be eligible to take part in 25% of the profit that goes into this active user pool. And then the remaining 60% is given to the 40-40-20 pool. That is the existing pools of residual and Crowd1 rewards. I'll be explaining this in another slide. So now this simply means here, maybe you have me as your downline, and in a particular month, I decide that maybe I want to take a trip. So I book a hotel using our travel engine. So the moment I book that hotel, you, that is my upline now, you get a 15% kickback of the profits that is made. Meanwhile, I get 20% discount of that hotel that I paid for. And then if you also, maybe you fly somewhere, you book a trip, you also pay for a hotel or a rental, a car rental or something, then both of us who have made use of that travel product within that period or within that quarter are eligible to gain 25% of the active user pool, which is, you know, open every quarter for products used within that particular period. Okay, so Crowd1 rewards. I've been talking of Crowd1 rewards from the beginning of this presentation. Now, what of increasing your earnings in Crowd1? Crowd1 rewards is a loyalty system, you know, that Crowd1 gives out to its members for free. Remember, here we don't give shares. So if you are paying for your educational pack, you are actually paying for your educational pack, but you're not paying for any form of security or share of profits or any of those things. These are simply given for free by Crowd1. You know, this is what distinguishes Crowd1 from your traditional or regular network marketing company. Because in other network marketing companies, if you're not maybe selling your products, making use of your products, and then growing your network, you're not going to be earning money. But here in Crowd1, the owners have made it in such a way that, you know, they reward you for being a loyal member of Crowd1. Okay, so it's a point system that simply means when you pay for your package, you get a particular amount of Crowd1 rewards. And then on a quarterly basis, depending on the amount of Crowd1 rewards you have, you get paid out like that on a quarterly basis. So this helps you to generate recurring income through the growth of your Crowd1 rewards. Now, your Crowd1 rewards doesn't just come only when you pay for your package. You know, subsequently, every Wednesday, as a member of Crowd1, you receive Crowd1 rewards in form of points. So every Wednesday, all you have to do is to claim your Crowd1 rewards. It continues to add up, and then every quarter, when Crowd1 makes profits, you are paid out depending on the amount of Crowd1 rewards that you have. Okay, so moving forward, here we have how profits are distributed. I mentioned this earlier, the 40-40-20 system. Now, what this simply means is Crowd1 has some products in the platform that the members will make use of. Okay, so when members make use of the products on the Crowd1 platform, travel, gaming, gambling, and then sale of educational packages, what happens is Crowd1 takes 20% of the profits made when we take part in these products, and then 40% goes back to the active members in form of long-term residual income. Now, what do I mean by active members? I simply mean that when you're building your network, you know, you're selling these educational packages, your downlines, or rather your teammates, your leaders are also selling the educational packages, and then your team is growing. You get paid out 40% of this profit that Crowd1 makes on a monthly basis. And then the remaining 40% goes back to all members of Crowd1, be you active or passive. You are entitled to, you know, your Crowd1 rewards payouts on a quarterly basis. Now, you can imagine being maybe just a passive member and only receiving what Crowd1 has to offer on a quarterly basis. For those who are in this field here, in this 40% here, it might not be so much, but then you cannot imagine that maybe you're an active member and then you get paid, you know, the complete 80% of the profits that Crowd1 is making, and that's really a huge sum of money if you think about it. Okay, so that's it for the first part of the presentation. My partner Abiola, a very, very wise and focused leader, is going to be taking the next part of the presentation. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Oche. You know, it's more like Batman and Robin. That's a soul-inspiring introduction to Crowd1. Now, enough of how Crowd1 makes money. That is very critical so that you know what you are in for. This is the main reason you're here. You've heard how Crowd1 operates and what differentiates Crowd1 from Ponzi schemes, from pyramid schemes, and from all of those scams that are so many to list. We'll be switching to radio station WIIFM. Taking you through is DJ Abiola. Sorry, I love to be a bit hilarious about this because we love what we do, so we catch fun while doing it. Crowd1 has the most rewarding compensation plan in the world. 7 ways where you earn money. When I was shown this business in February, when I started, it was only 5 ways you earn money. And within just 5 months down the line, Crowd1 added 2 new ways whereby you earn money. Because I had to ask my upline that, how can I make money today? You see, Oche showed us how you can make money every 3 months, but I don't spend money every 3 months. I spend money daily. Because we may be in a lockdown, but our bills are not on lockdown. Now, Oche has already spoken about the customer referral bonus and the active user pool. So I will not be dwelling on them. We will dive in and go straight to how you make money without being selfish. Because in Crowd1, it's not just all about you. So that's why we'll be starting with the matching bonus. Now, Crowd1 creates leaders. And a leader in Crowd1 is not someone with a lot of followers. A leader is a person who creates new leaders, because people will not do what you tell them to do. People will do what you do. Now, how do they do that? Unlike many other network marketing companies, where the big fish eat the small fish, they don't care about their people. In Crowd1, it's very important because we give back to the crowd what we got from the crowd. Now, whenever your people that you have enrolled in the business, when they make money, Crowd1 pays you 10%. So you see, whether you like your people or you don't like them, you need to work with them. You need to pray for them. You need to lead the way so that they will also follow in your footsteps. And how does that happen? If you purchase the white package, which is the list package, and you personally sponsor 4 persons, Crowd1 pays you 10% of whatever they earn till the end of time. Let me put this in perspective. Supposing in a day, they make 100 euros each, that would be 400 euros. Crowd1 pays you 10% out of that, which is 40 euros. They made the sales. You are not the one who made the sales, remember? Now, they are the ones that enroll their friends and family in the business. Now, from whatever activity they do, you earn. Is that all? No, it only becomes better. When you upgrade to black package, you've unlocked one of the conditions to be able to earn till your 2nd and 3rd generation. The second condition is you need to personally sponsor 8 persons. When we say sponsor, we mean enroll. We mean to show them. We mean for them to join Crowd1 and for them to make a purchase. Once you do that, then you will be earning from your people and your people's people. That is 2 generations. When you have 12, it goes to 3 generations. Is that all? No, it isn't. You can decide you want to remain there or you want to upgrade. By the time you upgrade to gold, then you have 16 persons you'll be earning till your 4th generation. Now, what happens when you go on titanium? All you need is 20 persons. You'll be earning till your 5th generation. Now I'm on titanium, guys. And I have personally sponsored 17 persons, so I earn till my 4th generation. Hardly does a day go by, no matter the economic downturn, that I don't hear the kitchen sound, the famous kitchen sound, where we make money, by the minute, guys. It's really huge. And I was fortunate when I met my upline in Abuja in April. Introduced me to lots of great people, people in National Assembly, top personalities that make as high as 800,000 to over ₦1 million on a daily basis from matching bonus alone. So guys, this is the best reason for you to even become part of Crowd1. Why do I say that? Do you know Facebook makes money off us all the time? An average user of Facebook has 150 friends. And each of his 150 friends also have 150 friends. Now, from the data of your friend list, they keep sending you targeted ads. Friends you may know, friends you may not know, friendversary, your memory from this, your memory from that. Anytime you click on those links, you're making money for Mark Zuckerberg. The money is going to the Silicon Valley where money is not even needed. So guys, why will you keep making the rich richer, whereby you can help your people to become richer, and in that process, you help yourself? So guys, I don't know if this doesn't excite you enough, then look at this. This is the education sales bonus. Now, because the 10%, this is the precursor for the matching bonus. Now, for you to earn in the education package sales bonus, after you join Crowd1, you make your purchase, you have two teams, your right team and your left team. So you need to personally sponsor one on your right and one on your left. The moment you do that, you've unlocked your binary. So, and as you do that, you will earn 180 business points, because each white package in Crowd1, we love to under promise and over deliver. So we're using the list package. Each white package comes with 90 business points. So in other network marketing companies, they don't add the points. It's only a ratio. 90 ratio 90 is 90. 10% of that is €9. But in Crowd1, the points are added up. So 90 on the right plus 90 on the left gives you 180 points. 10% of that gives you €18. This means the minimum you earn in Crowd1 is already ×2 of whatever you earn in any other network marketing company. This is not just a traditional binary bonus. This is binary bonus version 2.0, or you can call it the 2020 style of binary bonus. Now, this can continue to play out left and right, but in real scenario, it doesn't often occur like that, because one team will be more ambitious than the other. Even identical twins don't succeed at the same rate. So supposing your right team is the more ambitious team, which was the case for me, because my upline placed me in his right, and most of the time, the part your upline placed you, that is where will be your power, your power leg. Yeah, we also call it a leg. Your power leg, your power team, something like that. Now, so the moment you have 180 business point sales, and in this 180 business point sales, you may just be responsible for 90 business point sales there. It may be your upline that made the other sale, because here it's teamwork. Teamwork makes dream work. No point is lost. You benefit from the people above you. Let me tell you something. 2 days ago, this happened to me, because I had 90 points on my left. Then somebody I don't even know, I traced it. I was sure I wasn't the one that even sponsored the person or the upline. And I received €27 from someone I did not know. So you don't even lose out any points. This is real leverage. And leveraging is the key to generating passive income, long-term income that will outlive you. Now, so once you have 180 points on the right, then 90 points on the left, everything will be added up. That's 270 points, 10% of which will give you €27. Is that all? No, it isn't. In this case, the right leg, that is your right team, are flying away. So you have 270 points there. Out of that 270 points, you must be responsible for at least the first 90 or second or whatever. Let me paint this in pictures. When I started Crowd1, I had a very slow start. I joined in February. It was until April that I was able to have my first teammates. Now, but before then, because the business is so interesting, even when you're not making progress at the moment, when I say progress, I mean you are not seeing results yet, but you are accumulating. You are accumulating from people who have been able to produce. So it's not just about you, and nobody will leave you. You will not be abandoned, because all along, it was a source of inspiration. I already had like 10 people on my right, I don't know them. I don't know their names, apart from their usernames. I don't even know their faces from our upline. I'm still so grateful to him. My family and I, we're so grateful to him for showing me this business back then. So I had close to 1,000 potential bonus, 1,000 euros potential bonus then. So now, all I needed to do was to enroll one on the right, one on the left. The moment I did that, instead of earning just 36 euros, in my own case, I earned 288 euros. This is quite interesting. That was my first paycheck in Crowd1. So, however, if it's just 270 points on your right, then 90 on your left, if that's your own case, instead of you earning 9 euros, as the case in many other network marketing companies, you'll be earning 36 euros. This means in Crowd1, you earn minimum of ×2 of what you earn elsewhere, and as high as ×4 of what you earn elsewhere. In Crowd1, we don't just make money for today. We have an eye for the future. So once you make this money, 70% of whatever you make from binary bonus goes directly to your cash account. You can withdraw that instantly. While 30% goes to purchase more Crowd1 rewards for you. My friend has already done a fantastic job on Crowd1 rewards, so I won't be talking about that. Let's move to the next bonus. Long-term residual income. One of our mentors, Angelo Black, loves to call this Michael Jackson money. You know, Michael Jackson sang a song several years ago, Thriller. Sorry. Now, and he's dead today, but he's receiving royalty anytime the song is being played. So, meaning his kids are still earning from the work he has done several years ago. So how do you do this in Crowd1? You generate this not just for yourself, but for your own generation to come, to live enduring wealth, whereby your kids may never have to work one day in their lives again, except they choose to work, and they would choose the kind of work they want to do. The 40% from the 60% of the sales made from the explanation or Chair gave earlier on, the 40% for the active persons, it's been splitted in this format. Supposing that 40% for the previous month is 2.1 million euros, it will be divided equally into the 21 career leaders in Crowd1. Now, for you to qualify to take your share in any of these pools, you need to have balanced 500 business points. And how do you do that? You need just between 3 to 6 persons. I was able to become team leader star 3 with just 3 persons because I benefited so much from our upline. And this is the first time this is happening to me in network marketing. I have over 1 year experience in network marketing. I had to leave my previous company because they don't, it's big fish eating small fish. They don't even love you. The person who showed you the business is even competing with you. They will not make mistake to place someone in your team because they are even snatching someone from you. Now, so once you become team leader star 1, you and all other team leader star 1s in the world will share from pool 1. However, there are more people in pool 1 than in pool 10, for instance. This is the same with normal life. In the civil service, there are more officers in level 7 than on level 15. And who makes more money? The officer in level 15. So if you want to make more money, then become more. How do you become more? By working with your team. Once you are team leader star 1, you want to be team leader star 2, help your team to become team leader star 1. Then you become team leader star 2. Even help them, let them surpass you. There was a time, one of my sharpshooters, both of them, Dr. Nabil Yakubu and Imo Friday, we were both on coordinator 2-star. Coordinator 2-star, the 3 of us. It was really interesting. This is not monkey they work, baboon they chop. It rewards you of your own smart work. Now, so once you work with your team, they grow, you also rise. Now, the higher you go in the ranks, the more money you keep, the more residual income you earn. The moment you become a president in Crowd1, forget it. A president of Crowd1 is richer than the presidents of many other countries. Yeah, you can quote me anywhere on this, except presidents who are corrupt and they don't have a system that checks their excesses. But a president's basic salary, the residual income of Crowd1 alone for a president in Crowd1 is more than many other presidents' basic salary. So it's up to you. Don't remain too long in team leader star 1, or else you become ambassador of team leader star 1s. Rise up in the ranks and become a real ambassador, because in Crowd1 you either go ambassador or go home, and we don't want to go home, we want to go ambassador. Now this comes every month. For those of us who have been part of Crowd1 for some time now, we participated from the very first one, and it becomes bigger each month. We participated in May, June, July. Next month we'll also be paid the residual income, and we'll be paid the first customer sales bonus, and the penultimate month will be paid residual income, Crowd1 rewards, customer sales bonus, and active user pool. So this comes every month, and the Crowd1 rewards, which has been talked about earlier, every 3 months. This is this is interesting, because we often say in Crowd1 there's only one disadvantage with Crowd1. If you're not listening before, listen now. The only disadvantage with Crowd1 is this: you earn money till you die. Even when you die, you continue to earn. The only way is let your next of kin know what you're doing. Don't hide it. Let your next of kin have your username and password, so that in case anything happens, they continue from wherever you stopped, guys. Now, this is the only time dependent bonus. It's one of my favorite. I didn't make it, but in Crowd1, it's not all about you, as we often said. Here, when you join Crowd1, there's a gift for you in your back office. The gift is wrapped, and you have the sole responsibility to either unwrap it in bits or in full, or you don't unwrap it at all. If you want to unwrap it in bits, then within your first 14 days that you registered, remember, registration is free. So not the day you purchase your educational package. For instance, you registered today. After this webinar, meet the person who invited you here, give the person a bear hug, and tell the person to send you your registration link. You register today, then you purchase your educational package next week. That's 7 days, right? Now you have only 7 days left to make your fear of loss. So guys, you need to be a bit smart about this. The moment you join, that day, that is when it starts counting. So within the first 14 days of your registration, if you successfully enroll 4 persons in your team that they purchase the white package, you earn 125 euros. No stories. If they purchase the black package, 375 euros. If it is the gold package, 1,005 euros. And if they purchase the titanium package, 3,150 euros. Is this possible in 14 days? Yes, it is. Oche here made this fear of loss. Dr. Nabi Yakubu made it in 4 days. Imo Friday in less than a week. Somebody in Imo Friday's generation, a magistrate in Lagos, she made it in 24 hours. And our friends in South Africa even made fear of loss in half an hour. There are lots of testimonials of people who struggled to purchase their white package, even in Nigeria here, but within 14 days, the first 14 days, they were able to show their friends and family to purchase the titanium package, and they earned 3,150 euros instantly. Of course, 70% goes to your cash account. The remaining 30% goes to purchase more Crowd1 rewards for you. But if you don't make the fear of loss, no troubles. I didn't make it, but here I am today. I've made almost ×2 of the biggest fear of loss that there is. So guys, impossible really is just a word in the dictionary. This is the last but not least, because Crowd1 tomorrow might introduce more bonus systems. This is the streamline bonus. Also, the first of its kind. Crowd1 has done so many revolutionary things. In network marketing, what exists before Crowd1 is upline and downline. There is nothing like streamline. So Crowd1 introduced streamline. And what is a streamline? Streamline are people who are not directly under you. They joined the business even in a different country. You don't know them, but they joined after you joined. Now, the more the people that join Crowd1, the more the entire community of members of Crowd1 grows. the more Crowd1 makes money from all of those activities, from those traffic. Google does this. The more users of Google, the more Google makes money. But do they pay you and I? No. Our data is what we use. We built Facebook. We referred. I remember back in 2009, when I think I was supposed to join Facebook, and it was a friend that sent me, use his own phone to send me a referral SMS to join Facebook. The same with WhatsApp. And they will charge you for that. So we built Facebook, we built WhatsApp with our own money, with our data. We never got paid for it. This is your opportunity. For those of us who missed Bitcoin, this is our opportunity for us to build something. Because let me tell you this, the significance of this is, for me, I joined this company in February. Today, I have over 5.8 million people in my streamline. Now tell me, is there any business in the world that you can start with as low as 45,000 Naira and you will have 100,000 people in your team within even 5 years? Let's be very realistic here. I doubt. Now, from all of these activities, you earn without doing anything. All you need to do is log into your back office every Wednesday, claim 1.25 euros, 1.25 Crowd1 rewards. 1.25 Crowd1 rewards. The only condition is 250 people have to join after you. Of course, the money is not falling from the sky, but these 250 people, it happens within minutes. Because statistics shows between 2,000 to 6,000 people join Crowd1 every hour. So for every hour you're thinking about it, that should I join Crowd1 or not, over 6,000 people have joined. Instead of those 6,000 people to be in your streamline, you will be in their streamline. So guys, what's it gonna be for you? It's totally up to you. However, if you want to claim more streamline bonus, then you need to be more. You now need to start working. So don't claim 1.25 Crowd1 rewards till the end of time. Be more. When you enroll people in your team, depending on your own package and their own packages, you can earn as high as 1,225 Crowd1 rewards every week. Yesterday, I claimed 250 Crowd1 rewards. And when I started, for my first 2 months, I was only claiming 1.25 Crowd1 rewards. So it's up to you. Change the story. Don't just sit idle and blame the government, complain. It's easy to complain. So before I hand over the microphone to my upline, let me borrow a word from Les Brown. Les Brown says, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Yeah, because it's easy to complain. It's easy to blame everyone else apart from yourself. But if you do what is hard, when we say what is hard here, we mean what other people think is hard. Because whatever others don't want to do, they think it is hard. So if you now do that thing that people feel is hard, your life will be easy. Because if you do today what others won't do, you will have tomorrow what others won't have. So guys, with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I will hand over the baton to King James, my wonderful, upline. Thank you once again for showing me this, following me up on this. My family and I remain eternally grateful to you. So James, take it over.
Wow. Thank you so much, Abiola. I was writing down so many things, like I just joined this company today. And thank you so much, Oche, for bringing so much clarity, to the introductory part and how this business model works. So guys, I don't have much to say because Abiola and Oche pretty much said everything that there is to say. But just to wrap up the final part of this presentation, I'm sorry, you guys can sense I'm not too lively today. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I can't miss this webinar for anything. So you just bear with me, please. If you work hard in this business, you build a network. Like we always say, there are two categories of members in Crowd1. And we have the active members and the passive members. The active members are those who, like Abiola said, are doing the hard things today so that tomorrow would be easy. And the passive ones are doing the easy things today. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but it's most likely going to be hard tomorrow for you because just to add to that quote by Les Brown, said, if you do the things today that most people say is difficult, you will have the things tomorrow that most people do not have. So what is he saying? You must be willing to do the things today that most people would not do because their mindset is poor, their mentality is poor, so that tomorrow you can have the things that many people do not have. So if you work hard, get to network level 10, that's director 1-star, you can qualify for this cruise that you see here. Just a minute. This incentive cruise and bucket list, you can see it's a very, very wonderful and beautiful ship. You know, when I talk to my mentors and I see how they do presentations, and because they've been in this cruise, when they share their experience, it's something I look really forward to, and I want to be in the next cruise. So all it takes is to build a network and get to network level 10. Some people, I know somebody that got to director 1-star in 8 weeks. No, in 6 weeks. That's 1 month, 2 weeks. So people do this in even less time. It all depends on your speed and how much you want it. So these are payment methods for those of you who are just joining us for the first time. If you want to join, you just go back to the person that invited you here. You get a sponsor link from the person. It's a 5-minute business. You can sign up in 2-3 minutes, and you can make your payments in Bitcoin, Ethereum. The bank transfer is not working now, and the visa is coming soon, but we have other ways in Nigeria that will make this really fast and swift with the gift code and all of that. So we talk about the Crowd1 impact. They say you're just one handshake away from changing the world. What this means is, change is a team sport, so they say, right? And in Crowd1, it's like a family business. We work together. Like Abiola said, it's not a case of monkey they walk by when they chop. Everyone's activity counts for everyone. And we try to show you this opportunity. Me, I'm a team player, and it's why I gravitate so much to this business, because here you experience the full power of teamwork. Because with teamwork, we always say your dream works. So here, you're just one handshake away from changing the world. You cannot change the world alone, but together we can change the world. Currently, about 8 million people in Crowd1, all working together as a team and as a family, and changing the world in their own little ways in different parts of the world. It's really cool what's going on here. You go on YouTube and type Crowd1 testimonials, you'll be blown away. I had somebody in the past, pharmacist Mukhtar. He's been busy lately and it's not been too frequent with our webinars. But he contacted me because it's my, we did nursery school, primary school, university, secondary school together. To check out Crowd1, and he wanted to sign up with the white package Crowd, and called me like an hour later. Say he cannot wait till the time I should just send my account number. So I sent my account number, hoping that he wanted to register the white package like most people do. But because of what this young man saw on the internet, on YouTube, he signed up with the titanium pack, and I was in shock. Like, I was surprised. So, like we say, documentation beats every conversation, and success kills every discussion. And success also leaves clues. So that's what you see on the internet. So Crowd1, Chen mentioned Crowd1, these events. Crowd1 purchased a full broadcasting studio, a complete broadcasting studio. And currently in the world, there is no company hosting events. Crowd1 smashed the record of the most streamed live events in the world. I mean, the last event they had just a few weeks back, about 4-point-something million people streamed live on it. And these guys are really serious. Why most other companies are struggling to deal with this whole pandemic and corona thing, Crowd1 is thriving because they understand how the digital world works. They understand how the gig economy works. The gig economy, one of the main features of it is that most people work remotely from wherever they are. So you can hold events, you can do training, you can do recognition events. They do it in just a studio with the power of broadcast. And what we do here, it's like broadcast, isn't it? And some of us have YouTube channels that we try to do these things in our own little way, but you cannot underestimate the power of broadcast. We have this company here. Other companies were struggling during the lockdown to get products into different countries, but the whole world was locked down. So how do you get products from China? Here, we don't do physical products. We understand the digital world, and what we do here is digital products. So nothing was holding Crowd1 back. Crowd1 was really, really expanding during the lockdown. So we have a training also, mentorship training, coaching, motivationals by the company's own mentor, Mr. Peter Jacobson, a very, very wonderful young man. You know, I love watching this man speak. And anytime he speaks, I pen down every single word he says, because if you put into practice what this man says, your life will never be the same. And here is it, just a quote from Denzel Washington. He said, ease is a greater threat to success than hardship. Do you know what that means? It's the same thing Les Brown said. If you do the easy things today, your tomorrow will be hard. So they say success, the path to success is an uncomfortable one. So you must get comfortable being uncomfortable, because nothing good comes easy. I'm sure we've been hearing of that. I saw something from Abiola's status earlier today. It's a Nigerian proverb. I just thought to share. I would have to read that out. They said the firewood that the old woman gathered when she was young is what will keep her warm when she becomes old. Now, this is really deep. So the question is, what firewood are you gathering now that you have the time, now that you're young, now that you're active? What are you gathering to make your old age warm, to make your generations enjoy the fruits of, some sort of legacy that you leave for your generation, your children, your grandchildren, and so on and so forth? What are you doing now? Are you depending on the salary and hoping that your pension will take care of that? I've worked in the bank. I've seen that pension is rubbish. Your pension cannot do nothing. It cannot even take care of you while you're old. Talk more of taking care of your children that will maybe depend on you and understand the world we live in, especially in Nigeria here. So what are you doing now? You've got to push yourself 10 times harder than what most people do. And I'll recommend a book to that effect. Go and read the book called The 10-Time Rules. There you understand what it means and how important it is to push yourself to doing things. And if it takes me 5 times effort to do something, I expect you to be able to push yourself 10. You must be ready, always have that willingness to be able and ready to work 10 times harder than most people, because that's what the billionaires do. So the coaching here, it happens every Sunday, 2 p.m. Central European time, and it's 1 p.m. Nigerian time. So come to the end of this presentation, but what's your why? Or what's your next move, so to speak? Yeah, we talk about this every time after every presentation. You must know what you want. Why do you want to do Crowd1? I mean, why do you want this business? Why do you want to make money so bad? People often say, does this business involve bringing somebody into the business? Of course it does. This is network. This is not net sleep. This is not net relax. It's network marketing. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, crowdfunding is the future. Every business most of the businesses we know today thrives on crowdfunding. Now, let me prove it to you. Facebook makes money. If I take a selfie today of myself and put on my Facebook, I'm going to get so many comments, so many likes. People will say, James, your hair is looking brown, your nose is looking whatever it is. But I get comments. These comments, likes, shares, whatever interaction goes on because of one picture that I post on Facebook makes Mark Zuckerberg and his cohorts a lot of money, because everything has been your your data that you spend have been monetized. Now it's the crowd, right? The more people comment, the more people share, the more people like my picture, the more money they make. So it's crowdfunding, isn't it? Uber is the same thing. The more rides they get, the more commissions they get. Amazon, the more purchases from these shops. Everything is crowdfunding. And some of us are more than willing to work our ass off for our employers. I worked in the bank and I know the level and length to which marketers go to get deposits for the bank. Now you see the same marketers in the bank. If I approach them to do something like this, they'll tell you they don't really know how to talk to people, to do business. But you do that for your bank every single day because they tell you if you don't do this, you don't meet this target, you lose your job. But then you're working. It's really funny, right? The mentality that people have. But then when you work hard in a bank, you get in deposit because they give you ridiculous targets. You know why? Because the deposit keeps the bank alive. When withdrawal is more than deposit, they run at a deficit, and most banks will wind up, and maybe the bigger ones will swallow them, like what happened to Diamond Bank. Access Bank is now Diamond Bank, 2 in 1. And so all the customers of Diamond is now Access. Interesting, right? So it's like the survival of the fittest. The big fish, like Abiola said, swallows the small fish. So you must be able to tell yourself the bitter truth and the gospel truth. Be willing to take those actions for yourself because every benefit that comes with it is for you and not from some employer or from some boss. So if you are comfortable with your financial situation right now, then this business is not for you. If you feel, well, I'm earning 200,000, 300,000, I don't need this. Yes, please go do what you love to do. But if you're not happy with your financial situation, if you're not happy with your boss, if you're not happy with your job, if you think your job don't give you enough time, I mean, this is 100% mobile business. You have all the time. I mean, look at me. I'm in my house, isn't it? I'm not anywhere. I can do this webinar from inside the car, from anywhere, even from the football field, as far as there's no noise. I can do it from anywhere. I can talk to anybody. It's all mobile. I can talk to anybody in any part of the world. It gives you all the freedom you need, but you must tell yourself that this is what you want to do and this is what I will do. It's not just wanting it, it's also deciding to do it. So you need to know your why. I don't know what your why is, but your why has to be strong because your why is a catalyst. Now, when you know your why, your how becomes easy. And you need to also set goals. Let me tell you, as a member of Crowd1, if you're new, your first goal should be the fear of loss. That must be your first goal. You meet the fear of loss, you keep running from there because you're making money. I mean, in the first few days in the business already. Meet fear, you set long-term and short-term goals, and so on and so forth. So you take trainings like what we're doing. It doesn't have to be this webinar. There are lots of webinars going on around the world at different time zones. You can just key into anyone, log in, learn, take notes. I saw Zainab lying on her bed and she's been making notes. I can't see everyone here, but that's how I learned, attending webinars day in, day out, making notes, understanding the business, and getting more knowledge about this business. And with more knowledge, there's more clarity, there's more confidence. And with confidence, you can do anything. Trust me. If you have confidence, you can do anything. If you have confidence with the knowledge of Crowd1 that you have, you can talk about this business anywhere, to Uber driver, to conductors. We've signed up conductors, bus drivers, Okada drivers, Keke. See, there's nobody that cannot do this business. And because, you know why? There's nobody that doesn't want to make money. Now, this business is a gold mine, like I like to always say it is. And it's the truth. So take this training seriously, never get tired, it never gets boring. And if you think you have enough information, then you can start to do your own webinar and help others. That's why we do this in every day, so we can also build leaders from here. It doesn't matter if you're on my team or not. Build leaders worldwide, nationwide, it doesn't matter, but we start from here or start from anywhere. So make an action plan. Yes, they say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You need to make an action plan. Really, really, really important, because these action plans can be like your own roadmap to achieving your set goals, isn't it? Because your action plan must be in line with your set goals. That's how it works. So you make an action plan, then you need to plan to action. This simply means follow up. You must inspect what you expect. That's plan to action. So you do this, I tell you all these empirical steps because they say there is a recipe for success. This is what we do. Abiola, a good number of us here, Sally, Grace, Faith, Oche, many people that I know here. This is what we do. We make action plans. We stick religiously to it. And then the ones that are not working, we review them and we move ahead. And that's just the secret That's the recipe to our success. So that is all you need to do. Willingness, commitment, passion, dedication. You make money. Your life will change rapidly with this business. So they say everyone gets opportunity every day, but only those who run with these opportunities succeed or have a higher chance to succeed. So, well, I've said all I can say for today, but I want to tell you this, like my mentor always says at the last part of his presentation, he says, if you do this, the rest of your life would be the best of your life, because you're not who you think you are. You are who you think you are. So have a winning mindset, have a leader's mindset. If you want to be number one, you've got to think like a number one. So thank you very, very much, everyone. The chat box has been open, so you can leave your comments, your questions of next 5 minutes or so. Comments and questions, and I have so many people here that can, answer your questions that you may have if you're a new member here. Even the old members, you can ask questions for more clarity. And we're here for the next 5 minutes or so, taking your questions. Thank you very much. Okay, Abiola.
I'm cool. Just testing something.
All right. I saw that proverb on your status and it just hit me really hard.
Yeah, it's
quite so many questions. Yeah.
Yeah, I could not help but read it over and over again too.
I drew so much energy from that write-up.
Sure.
And I'm hell-bent on succeeding at a very young age, so that I'm not even 40 yet, but I can retire before 40 and I'll be comfortable for the rest of my life. Trust me, because I'm working really hard now. And that's the beauty. I don't have to work till I'm 60 or 55 and then try to enjoy I will travel the world, my family, I'll go to that Maldives. You see this picture behind me? I'm going there. So because I want to go and receive fresh air. I want to go and receive fresh air. The Nigeria air is very toxic. So
that's the goal. Retire young, retire rich. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Okay, Shegun is saying, good day, guys. You all rock. I love the threefold methodology of present. Oh, thank you so much, Shegun. Yeah, we're all busy, but man, this combination looks really lit, and maybe we want to keep it this way for a very long time. Abiola, I told you now that if we do this, it's just going to be fire.
Sure, like the three musketeers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so do we have questions? Zainab, you've been penning down so many things. Do you have questions you want to ask, clarity, anything? Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yakubu. Jesse, Omatola, all of you here, don't be shy. We're here and we do this to ask these questions so that to give you guys opportunities to ask these questions. Just questions, Crowd1 related, not generally, and we can help you. Or